hey, do me a favor. Go ahead, like the channel. Maybe give me a little subscribe, sign up for notifications so you can keep up with Citizen Pete. Very much appreciate it. And it is very nice to have so much support out there. Thank you so much. And so there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there about the coronavirus. There's 5G. There's that China helped make the virus in the lab. That Trump is going to save us all. Or that it'll just magically appear one day. But according to the Department of Defense, one conspiracy theory about the coronavirus might actually be true. According to CNN, their ads, their pop-up ads. CNN is saying, According to CNN, vaccine cards will soon be issued with everyone who receives the coronavirus vaccine. Dr. Kelly Moore, Associate Director of the Immunization Auction Coalition, which is a big title, supports the frontline workers is supporting the frontline workers who administer the COVID-19 vaccines. And she said everyone will be issued a written card that they can put in their wallet, and that will tell them what they had when their next dose is going to be, right? She said, let's do this simple. Easy things first. Everyone's going to get that. So here's the deal with the vaccine itself. To kind of explain this a little bit, one of the vaccines, you need 2 doses 2 weeks apart, right? So really this is going to help them keep track of who needs that dose when. But for a lot of folks out there, a lot of folks who are worried about the vaccine cards, they are absolutely, definitely coming, for sure. And it could be used to see who has and who hasn't taken the vaccine. Now, according to CNN, the CDC did not immediately respond to CNN's inquiry about whether such a database would, if they were going to make a database that would include a record of everyone immunized, right? They didn't know if they're going to create a statewide or nationwide database to keep track of who has had it and who hasn't. And a lot of people are a little worried about the safety of this vaccine and whether or not it was rushed. So who knows if everyone will take it. I mean, honestly, I think it's safe, but I have some reservations myself. I saw the movie with Will Smith, and everyone takes the cancer vaccine. I'm trying to remember the name of it. The one was his dog there. But it's this vaccine was definitely created at warp speed. It was very fast, so I get some folks being a little worried about it. But according to this article, right? The government, they want at least some identification that you did take the vaccine. And so far, the government has said there will not be a mandatory, taking the vaccine itself won't be mandatory. Dr. Fauci said, you don't want to mandate and try to force anyone to take that vaccine. We've never done that. You can mandate for certain groups of people like health workers, but for the general population, you cannot. He also said, we don't want to be mandating from the federal government to the general population. It would be unenforceable and not appropriate. I was going to think about doing a Fauci voice there, but his voice is hard, man, and it's very tricky. But he is right. It would not be enforceable, right? With current law, I mean, there's some debate about this, but they can't mandate vaccines legally, right? It would take a very interesting decision from the Supreme Court for them to actually do that. But I do wonder with these cards, could a business require you to show one to be allowed in? Can an airline require you to have one before you can board a flight? That would be legal. Those are things that they can do. Businesses have a right to refuse service to you for a lot of different reasons, right? And so we're gonna have to wait and see what actually happens with this, but it's definitely a very interesting development for sure. But what do you think? Yeah, what do you think about the COVID vaccine? Are you gonna take it? Are you not gonna take it? Why not? Or why would you take it? Or why both ways? Leave me a comment and let me know. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for watching Citizen Pete. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, click that little subscribe button, maybe the like button, and hey, maybe just leave a comment. I want to know what you're thinking. What do you think about all the politics and news and all the stuff that's going on in our country?